West Shore Home High School Hoops, presented by Air Expert Seating, Cooling, and Plumbing, brings us to Apex, North Carolina, and a SWAC women's basketball duel. The Gators of Green Level come rolling into town, and a date with the Apex Cougars. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to High School Hoops. Along with Jay Sonhalter, Patrick Keenis with you, and Jay, as Green Level comes in, third place in the SWAC, rolling right along. Apex looking for its first conference win. They've been close, trying to get over the hump. What's the journey been like for both of these teams?
Well, it's been a tough journey for each side now in conference play, and now this is really where you want to be playing your best basketball of the season, Patrick. But throughout this year, there's been so many bright spots, but conference games are different, and this is going to be a big one that really goes into who comes out on top in the standings as we follow through the rest of the season.
All right, should be a great atmosphere tonight in Apex. Jay, let's talk about some of the key players we'll watch tonight.
A couple great players, stars of the area, and for Green Level, Dina Prasad is an outstanding shooter. She can light it up from the outside. She's a team leader, and she's got really good handles, can break down the defense on the defensive end. She does a nice job slowing down her opponent. Over on the other side for Apex, Destiny Richardson. Good job in the paint area, controlling that, and also from the outside. She can shoot it, very versatile, and she's really been hot here as of late, really providing a big impact, and they're going to need to look for her in the paint on the outside, getting her different looks and really posing problems and try to get her out on the fast break.
Gators come in having won 8 of their last 9. Apex, meanwhile, 0-6 in conference play. Listen to our keys to the game. How does Apex get over the hump and pick up that first win?
Well, it's going to be important for them to have a good start at the beginning of the game, winning that first quarter and then maintaining their finish. And over for Green Level, who won the first matchup, rebounding was something they really excelled in that matchup, and that they want to focus on the defensive end and finishing possessions, doing a good job all the way throughout.
That was a 9-point win over in Green Level about a month and a half ago. They're looking for the regular season conference sweep. It's tip-off between Green Level and the Apex Cougars. Our high school hoops Friday night game of the week. Stay tuned. Tip-off next. West Shore Home High School Hoops presented by Air Experts Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. From Apex High School, Patrick Keenis and Jay Sonhalter with you. Interesting game tonight in the SWAC. There's a look at Jeffrey Cropper, second-year head coach on the women's side for Apex, but his picture is on the wall in the hallways. He was an assistant coach on the boys squad when they won the state championship back in 2014. Double duty as the JV girls and now the varsity girls coach. And here's Ben Wolf, native of St. Louis, Missouri, moved out here to North Carolina about 6 years ago, and now the head coach for Green Level. 12-5, 5-2 in conference play are the Gators. Cougars 7-8. They're looking for their first winning season in 7 years. 0-6 in league play, and Apex in the home whites wins the tip. All right, Jay, what are we looking for?
Yeah, well, it's going to be a fun matchup. That first game earlier on in the season in December was close, and it came down towards the end. I expect the same thing here tonight.
Well, it'll be the 9-point win for the Gators. They pulled away in that final quarter. Again, that game was about a month and a half ago. And we'll see what adjustments that the Apex Cougars make. A hard drive shot blocked off the underside of the rim. And the Gators on offense for the first time. And here's a look at the starters for the Gators. Dina Prasad, number 4, their top scorer, about 16 points a game, and a bright academic future as well.
Really good balance between those 5 starters. This is a group that's shot out to a really good year so far, and over for Apex, same thing. This is a balanced group that can shoot it well from the outside.
Starting lineup is brought to you by West Shore Home, bringing happiness to every home. A minute gone by in the opening quarter. Sarah Bess Eskridge, number 12, gives it up. Destiny Richardson, number 15. And they play it to the inside, back to Richardson. Offensive rebound, Hannah Jerkins, and a third opportunity for Apex on this possession. That one is off the mark, out of their offensive rebound, and there's the first point tonight to Sarah Bess Eskridge, senior. A lot of seniors on this squad. As a matter of fact, 7 on this roster, and she's not relied on for a lot of scoring, and already beyond her average per game offensively with that bucket.
A really good job hustling there. 2 offensive boards on that possession.
Runner in the lane is missed, and the rebound to Eskridge. 52-43 win for Green Level about 6 weeks ago when these teams first met. Extra pass, wing jumper, Jerkins misses. There's another offensive rebound for Apex, but the dribble mishandled, and the Gators bring it up on the turnover.
Well, Apex doing a nice job with their ball movement. The shot's not falling. Green Level boxing out there, being physical.
There's a bursting quick step from Dina Prasad, 5'8" senior, heading to MIT. And ties things up at 2, a couple of minutes gone by.
She's so good at attacking the hoop. Quickness, nice take there.
Isabella Peace. Mid-range, about 7 rebounds a game. Scores from a couple of different levels, and a lead back to the Cougars.
Well, nice mid-range jumper and a star for them this season. Really good score for the Cougars.
One of 2-piece sisters on this squad. Here's a long jumper that is off the mark by Eckhartz. Apex 7-8. Many close losses. They've lost 3 straight cuts, just beaten by Holly Springs by 11 earlier in the week. And the first foul of the game is called against the Gators. It'll go against Prasad. There's a look at Jeffrey Cropper. Grew up in Queens, New York. Not a Mets fan. He's a big New York Yankees fan, he told me before the game.
We had to find out which side he was on.
The important information is what you'll get on this broadcast. Second foul in a row charge against the Gators. This one against Claire Barber, number 5.
We ask the important questions pregame, and we get down to business.
Thurman Munson, his all-time favorite Yankee. 4-2 lead for Apex. Cougars basketball. Crowd still filing in. Off the bounce. Richardson extends the lead. Three-pointer not down. Presented by the U.S. Navy, America's Navy, forged by the sea. 7-2 Cougars.
She's got a smooth shooting touch. You take it inside, and there you saw her range from beyond the three-point line. Nice job with the tape.
Prasad, the pull-up jumper, that's off the line. And the rebound to Richardson for Apex. Talk with Ben Wolf and his coaching staff before the game. This is off the wing, a little bit long from Madison Hoto. It was a very tightly contested game despite the 9-point win several weeks ago by Green Level. Taking nothing for granted for a winless team in conference play. Deep 3 is missed by Barber. And Apex clears the defensive rebound.
Good look there from the outside, and Green Level, excellent shooting team from the outside. And that's all you want is good looks and the ball movement and finding your shooters in open spaces.
Richardson hemmed in on a double team on the perimeter. The takeaway by Eckhartz and the Gators. Prasad off the bounce, leans into a 3. And the Apex Cougars did a very nice job limiting Green Level to just one shot.
Apex boxing out really well.
And that'll be another foul on the Gators. This one against Ryan Baker. So the early aggression to the Cougars. And an early 5-point lead for Apex. 3:43 left first quarter. West Shore Home High School Hoops presented by Air Experts Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. On the way, we continue. 7-2 lead for Apex.
And as we come to the floor, this is our first TV timeout.
7-2 lead for the Cougars. Midway through the opening quarter on our West Shore Home High School Hoops Friday night game of the week. Presented by Air Experts Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. And for a team that has not won a conference game yet, talking with Jeffrey Cropper before the game, he said practices are still extremely fun for his players. They compete. And right now they're getting very good results here in this opening quarter.
Come out here to a hot start. This is a team that's continued to develop and get healthy throughout the season.
Peace enters to Richardson. 3 defenders around her, still able to finish through some harm. Count the bucket. And a 4th foul in the first 4.5 minutes of this game against Green Level. That's number 2 on Ryan Baker.
She knows how to attack the basket. So strong. Gets through the double team and the focus on the finish.
This is a picture-perfect start for the Cougars. First free throw of the game, sponsored by NC 529. Never too late or too early to start saving for education. And Destiny Richardson can't complete the 3-point play. And the rebound to the Gators. 9-2 Apex.
Well, we talked in the open, the focus area, the key was to get out to a fast start, and Jeffrey Cropper has to be very pleased with the energy his team is playing with and also the execution. And they've been physical on the defensive end tonight.
Meanwhile, Dina Prasad off the perimeter, dribble drive, drew the foul. Offense certainly will flow through her. That's tipped off of the fingertips. The backcourt goes into the backcourt. And that's a violation on Green Level. A little protest by Ben Wolf on the sideline, but applause from Cropper. Getting the effort he needs on the home floor, a quick start, and with the Gators right now on their heels. Madison Hutto, number 23. Dribble poked away out of bounds by Barber. Stays with Apex.
Good defense from Barber, moving her feet, flipping at the ball.
Destiny Richardson, one of 4 seniors in this starting lineup tonight for Apex. This is Richardson, who wheels it back to Peace.
Nice defense from Stella Eckhart. She's one of the best defenders, and here shading Richardson over towards her right hand. Nice job staying in front of her.
Screened off, they enter, and a hard bank shot swirls all the way around and off for Peace. And a foul called on the rebounding attempt, and this one will go on Apex's Jerkins. That's 2 on her.
And that's how you box out and get the foul call in Green Level on the offensive end. There's such a good chemistry with the way they move the ball. They have to start to get into a flow and look for them to start spacing the floor and try to break down this defense off the dribble.
Jerkins stays on the floor of those 2 fouls. Janiyah Mangum about to come in for her. Spinning through the circle, Barber gets it off to Jackie Hernandez. The kick out, extra pass, Barber. She's a clean shot, misses it, but offensive rebound by Hernandez. And here's Prasad, bingo. Deep 3 by Dina Prasad. Averaging about 16 points a game. 3-pointer presented by the U.S. Navy. America's Navy, forged by the sea.
Well, we saw the ball moving on that possession and then the offensive board.
And now the ensuing turnover by the Cougars. And here come the Gators, just down by 4.
Green Level spacing the floor. All 5 players to the outside, 5 out.
Prasad kicks to Barber. A little bit strong with the 3, challenging the rebound. That foul will be charged against Green Level's Talia Austin.
Long range 3, and here's the battle for this ball as Austin goes for it. He's boxed her out. Stayed strong there to get that board and get the foul.
And Jay, that is already 5 fouls in this opening quarter against the Gators, which caught everybody, including the officials, by surprise. We're not baseline out of bounds. The backcourt's free throws the rest of this quarter for Apex. So Isabella Peace, senior, averaging about 9 a game. Younger sister Mia is on the bench and knocks down the first of 2.
Coach Cropper has been so happy with Isabella, what she's done production-wise, and the leader she is in this program.
And makes both free throws. 11-5 Cougars. Well, you can see how dangerous Prasad is in the open floor off the bounce and switching screens up top. She'll drive in anyway, lose the handle, and it's off of her fingertips out of bounds.
And that's a fun matchup. That's Peace versus Prasad. Those 2 going at it. And Apex gains possession here with the turnover.
A little bit of backcourt trapping action here. Prasad almost got a fingertip on that pass. Press broken. Now the attack by the Cougars. Mangum off the wing, yes. Fresh off the bench, Janiyah Mangum knocks down the long jumper. Apex up by 8.
There's the family with the signs. A nice job with the touch from the outside. Just taking what the defense gave her.
To the inside, the easy bucket. Nice feed, easy shot there for Barlow on the inside.
Barlow, one of the leaders. Nice job just hanging out near the hoop, and Prasad broke down the defense, found her open teammate.
A quick shot at the long pass. Hutto misses a 3. Prasad the rebound. 40 seconds left in the first quarter, running the floor, but unable to connect. Prasad tapped herself on the chest, saying, my fault on the pass. And the Gators been a little bit sloppier than normal here in this opening quarter.
Just not into the normal flow. I like the fact, though, they're trying to push the pace, go up tempo, try to get buckets out on the run.
Just about a perfect opening quarter for Apex. 30 seconds to go. They're up by 6. Mangum backs it up. Defended by Barlow. Looks like the Cougars might be holding here for the last shot unless something just blows up here before the final couple of seconds. Mangum again. Spins, tries to create, deflected pass. Chased down by the Cougars. They still have time. Midcourt with 4 seconds. Richardson fires on a spin from about 35 feet. She had more time. Didn't recognize it. First quarter, though, comes to a close. And a very strong first 8 minutes for the Apex Cougars. Looking for their first conference win. And then a 6-point lead on Green Level after 1.
We'll start off this second half of the first half.
Strong opening push by the Apex Cougars. Family in attendance, the Mangum twins, both juniors on this Cougar team. Off a pretty good start, 13-7 Apex. Patrick Ketis, Jay Sohnhalter with you as we start the second quarter. Prasad on the baseline, stopped on the block. And Apex defense recovers very well. And a long 3 straight on. That is off the right side of the rim by Hernandez.
Well, he talked about the first quarter being so important for Apex, wanting to get off to a good start, and that's just going to add to it here to start off the second.
With Destiny Richardson looking for her shots, knocks down her second U.S. Navy three-pointer of the game. America's Navy forged by the sea, and the lead is the biggest it's been all game. 9-point spread for Apex.
Richardson being very aggressive and handling the ball. She's so versatile.
Prasad trying to get involved. 5 points in that opening half. Through the middle, live dribble, and again, shut down defensively by Richardson. Doing it at both ends of the floor so far. Tries to hang with Prasad. Dumps it to the inside. Double team came. You have to finish on the inside there by Barlow and can't get it done. Cougars recover up by 9.
Well, for Apex here on the offensive end, their half-court sets. A nice job moving the ball, using the screen and roll, the give and go.
One more 3, knock it down this time, Madison Hutto.
And the three-point shot has been falling for the Cougars. Hutto hot from the outside to force a timeout.
Third three-pointer of this half for Apex. The lead grows to double digits. Cougars by 12. Gators taking on some water in this first half.
Ladies and gentlemen, I guarantee you will be better at this next year when you're back to build the Cougars. Play another.
Tonight's Scholar Athlete is brought to you by Tatum and Atkinson. Injured in a car wreck? Call the heavy hitters. Impatient fans here in Apex. They want to keep this rally going. Up by 12, 19-7 on Green Level. But they're not used to a lot of TV timeouts here yet. Maybe in the future. Gators need this one, and Hernandez too long with a 3. And everything is rolling the Cougars' way.
Well, at the Green Level right now, their outside shooting just hasn't clicked. They've got to crash the boards, try to get second chance opportunities until those shots start to fall. And for Apex, their offense has looked really good going inside out.
And here's another example. They play it out to the mid-post in Mangum. Richardson already has 8 early points, threads a bounce pass through and gets the return. Tough runner here and did not get the roll. Rebound tipped to Hernandez for Green Level.
For Green Level, I think they've got to push the pace here, try to get buckets in transition.
Barber dumps it inside. Pass tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the Gators. Well, again, in that opening quarter, several turnovers by the Gators, 5 fouls by the Gators, and most of the time one and done on the offensive end. And when Prasad has 5 of your 7, she needs help on the supporting cast. They need to make a little run here before halftime. Out of the corner, this is a 3, got it. And there's some help. Claire Barber, sophomore, knocks down the 3, presented by the U.S. Navy. America's Navy forged by the sea.
Outstanding outside shooter, Barber is, and they've got to get her looks. Nice job setting up on the corner.
A little hesitation, but crawls over the rim and falls in. And the foul on Green Level. Isabella Peace showing some good strength on the inside. Hernandez nailed with a foul.
And Peace also with the touch here through the contact. Keeps her focus, and that ball is able to spin in, and nice job there. And going inside out, the 2-man game between Richardson and Peace, those two working well together.
Back to the free throw line is Peace. See a 5:29 free throw. Never too late or too early to start saving for education. 3-point play for Peace. Lead back to 12. Prasad off the wing, knocks down her second three of the game.
Smooth, a nice look, and when she's in motion there, immediately got her feet set, shot the ball. Now the Gators coming on strong.
U.S. Navy three-pointer. That's 2 in a row now by the Gators, beginning to find their groove. The runner from short range missed, and now a chance to string some offensive possessions alive. Prasad puts her head down, drives in hard, hooks a pass inside. Now they play back out front and have the defense for the Cougars scrambling. But the recovery's been pretty impressive by Apex when they've been kind of wrong-footed. Defense able to recover. Prasad darting through, a shot blocked from behind, out of bounds by Richardson. She's been everywhere and everything for this Cougar team in the first half.
Richardson closes out strong and then recovers here and gets the ball. Go out of bounds. Seeing how good she is on the offensive end. She plays well on both ends of the court.
Not easy to do because then she takes the inbounds pass away and they give it right back to the Gators. Trailing by 9, Prasad, another deep three. She's remaining hot. Dina Prasad already in the double figures with 11. Her third U.S. Navy three-pointer of this first half. And timeout taken by Apex.
Yeah, good work there with the hustle. Ryan Baker as well as Prasad working together on that possession to get the open look with the hustle, and now the Gators more confident shooting from the outside.
There's a look at Ben Wolf. He has seen Prasad get hot from the outside a lot this year. Prasad, 5'8" senior, going up to Boston for college at MIT. Later on this fall, her parents both went to NC State, so no real connections to MIT or the Northeast or that incredible academic school. We'll take her athletic talents up there as well. A bit unorthodox on the shot, brings it down a little bit lower than we're normally would see, but extremely effective from the perimeter. Selfie time.
And I'll tell you, talking to both coaches pregame and throughout the week, and they love their players and just speak so highly of their talent on the court, also the type of people they are off the court, and just what they do in their community, and the type of role models they are, and just great young women. And those two are great guys as well. You talk about basketball with them and then other things as well, and just really two of the best that we have here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Ben Wolf for the Gators just became the head football coach a couple of years ago for Green Level, and Jeffrey Copper spent about 15 years in the U.S. Army. Has 5 kids. He's going to be a grandfather for the first time coming up in April. Excited about that. 22-16 in favor of Apex. Richardson 8 points in his first half, dumps it in. This is Jakaya Mangum on the floor for the first time. Misses as her family stood up with all those signs in the first row, hoping for her first points. Gators been white hot from the outside the last couple of minutes. And that one a little bit short by Barber. And a foul at this end will keep it with Green Level.
And Stella Eckert, and Eckert right there got position. And that's what forced the over-the-back call, but it's those little things, the hustle plays, getting position, the leverage, there benefits Green Level.
Prasad twisting mid-post, shut down. Out front it comes Hernandez off the heel. Long rebound claimed by Apex. Offense looking a whole lot better, though, for Green Level. There's a live ball turnover. Prasad the other way. Speed to get right past Peace and spins it in. Tough angle. And a terrific finish by Dina Prasad.
Well, such a talent there to get all the way up the court, and then the finish there with that angle. She had to kind of push it over the defender's area with that arc. Nice finish.
Well, now the defense on the perimeter very active for Green Level. Looks like Prasad, though, called for her second foul. 22-18 Apex. They've led the entire way, but Green Level beginning to sink its teeth into this late first half comeback.
And now going on a run for themselves, gaining more momentum here as we get closer to the halftime break.
Number 2, Tommy Bomaretti is on the floor for Green Level, and we get a turnover. And back it comes now to the Gators. Now this is the kind of time, Jay, when you have a team that hasn't won a conference game, you get off to a good start, you're on the home floor feeling comfortable, you know runs are going to happen at you. Now the responsibility for Jeffrey Cropper's squad is, can they maintain their composure here and not give it all back so fast?
Well, and that's key. It's how do you handle those runs, the adversity in a game. Every team is going to have them, but can you limit them and make plays to kind of regain some of the momentum or take control? And the teams that have the most success kind of know how to handle it the best.
Oh, look at Prasad weaving her way in, called though for a travel. The help side defense came and forced Prasad to kind of switch directions to her left. Took an extra step. 2.5 minutes left in the first half. 22-18 Apex. 8 first-half points for Richardson. Pocket picked by Eckhart. And don't look now when the Gators are within 2. They trailed by as many as 12.
Well, and Eckhart, just outstanding defender. Quick hands there. And she got that steal and nice finish, taking it all the way.
Peace dumps it in, tough pass to make, and it's tipped away and stolen and compounded by Apex. Foul against Mangum. Double-digit lead has quickly evaporated for the Cougars. Up by 2, and you have to imagine the focus of that last time out we saw from Jeffrey Cropper had to be on a blocking off as far as defensive ability at the three-point line against Green Level.
Closing out and running the Gators off the three-point line where they're starting to have success.
Baker to Prasad. Shuffling on Richardson. This is Baker for the lead. And a rebound somehow mishandled. It's right back to the Gators, and Prasad makes them pay. And Green Level in front for the first time tonight.
Well, those offensive boards now, the hustle plays starting to go over toward the edge towards the Gators.
Well, how quickly the confidence has gone from 0 to 100 for Green Level. That baseline jumper too long. Rebound grabbed, then a shot blocked away by Prasad, but a third crack is in by Peace, who just did not give up on that play. 24-23, we ping pong back to a Cougar lead. Prasad has 16 of the Gators' 23 points. And here's Prasad, pull-up jumper, good. Can't miss right now. 13 points in this quarter for Prasad. 45 seconds left, we get a tie-up. And a reminder coming up, stay tuned for the U.S. Army High School Hoops halftime report. We'll have first-half highlights and more. The U.S. Army be all you can be. Stay tuned for that. This one has gotten tight and entertaining.
Got a good one, another defensive effort from Eckhart there, guarding Richardson.
And right now, Jay, Apex, you feel they really need halftime. They need 10 minutes to kind of recover and sort things out. In control early, and things getting a little bit wild, out of control right now. Offensive rebound, Peace, and with the left hand, a nice finish.
Big bucket there for Peace, hustling, getting that board, and the Cougars now, all right, you get a bucket here, you need another stop before the break.
Barber, good fake from the perimeter, drives in. How about that touch on that scoop? Lead back to the Gators with 10 seconds left in the first half. Richardson will back it up. Pass tipped, stolen by the Gators. They have 3 seconds to work with. From midcourt, off glass by Barber. But the recovery complete for Ben Wolf's Gators. Trailing by 12 in the first half and led by Dina Prasad. 18 points in the first half for the Green Level senior. 27-26 Gators at the break. Stay tuned. U.S. Army halftime show on the way from Apex.
You're watching the U.S. Army High School Hoops Halftime Report. The United States Army. Be all you can be. And now it's time for the Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Tatum and Atkinson is proud to present the WRDC Sports High School Hoops Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week from Green Level High School. The Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week is Dina Prasad. Dina is a multi-year varsity basketball team captain, a 3-year basketball letter winner, basketball all-conference honorable mention, and carries a 4.7 GPA. Dina is an AP Scholar with distinction, a National Merit Program semifinalist, a member of multiple National Honor Societies, and a 2-time DECA winner and International Conference qualifier. Dina has committed to playing basketball at Massachusetts Institute of Technology. From Apex High School, the Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week is Sarah Bess Eskridge. Sarah Bess is a letter winner in basketball and track and field, an AP Scholar with distinction, and carries a 4.52 GPA. Sarah Bess is a student body parliamentarian, a member of National Honor Society, Technical Honor Society, and Science Honor Society, and is president of Project Unify and Pink Ribbon Club.
This All-Star is now entered for a $3,000 scholarship at the end of the season. Congratulations to our Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Tatum and Atkinson, injured in Iraq, call the heavy hitters.
You're watching the U.S. Army High School Hoops Halftime Report. The United States Army. Be all you can be.
Welcome back to our U.S. Army Halftime Show. I'm Trisha Williamson, and I have Major Ashley Shepard with us. Thank you so much for being our halftime sponsor, Major.
Thank you for having me, Trisha. So I am a 35 series. I'm a 35 Alpha, which is a military intelligence officer. There's also the 35 series for enlisted as well.
How do you feel like the Army and that job has enhanced your life?
Well, I've been able to travel all over the world. Obviously, I've deployed on an intelligence-based mission, and I've also just met so many different people from so many different walks of life, and I've been to so many different countries, and so I've really been able to expand my horizons through the military.
When you go out and you're talking to these high school students, what do you say to them that would make them take that leap into the Army?
I really just try to ask them, what their next plans are, what they're interested in, and I try to show them that a life in the military can help enhance whatever their original plans are so that they can possibly see themselves as soldiers.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be back with more of our U.S. Army Halftime Show right after this.
Back to the U.S. Army halftime report from Apex. Tight one here in the SWAC. 27-26, green level leading Apex. Patrick Cadis, Jay Sohnhalter. Let's roll into some first half highlights. Tale of two different quarters. First quarter belonged to Apex, then the Gators came storming back.
Yeah, Cougars won the first, and they were on fire at the start, shooting the ball from the outside. Peace Richardson doing a lot of damage from beyond the three-point line. Their passing, the spacing, unselfish play. There was Mangum there knocking it in. And the Cougars from the outset, they won that first quarter, and then Green Level came on, like you said, in the second quarter, Patrick. They won it, and their outside shots started to fall. There was balance. Deanna Prasad really broke down the defense, and there was balance between all 5 players out on the floor.
And the Gators hit 5 3-pointers in the first half, but they came at a huge bushel, seemingly all at once within the final 5 minutes of that second quarter.
And for them, that momentum they gained was key going to the halftime break. And each side, there's positives when you look at it. Neither side has gone to the free throw line very much, but the three-point shooting, pretty good there. 3 for 8 for Apex, and for Green Level, really started turning on the second. 17 total turnovers, even on the boards. We'll see here in the second half who can protect the basketball and shoot the ball at a high clip.
1 point lead for Green Level. Second half from Apex on this High School Hoops Friday. Coming up 27-26, Green Level.
Switching directions, going the other way.
27-26 lead for Green Level. Third quarter about to get underway. Patrick Cadis, Jay Sohnhalter with you. West Shore Home High School Hoops presented by Air Experts Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. And Green Level out of the gates misses a 3 from Ryan Baker. And we'll see what the discussion was at halftime for Apex to get kind of the tempo of this game back under control.
And really just try to come out here, as we stated off, win the first quarter. They've got to regain this here. I think it's got to get going on the offensive and try to get some easy looks down low. Good hustle from Baker there.
Destiny Richardson had a very big first quarter for Apex. She's been shut down most of the second quarter and misses her first shot of the third. Green Level basketball. Here's Prasad, unable to be stopped in that second quarter. Misses the drive that might have been blocked out of her hand. But another opportunity for the Gators. Eckhart will reset. Almost a minute gone by in the third. 5 3-pointers for the Gators in that first half, but 4 of them came in the second quarter. And most of those knocked down by Prasad. Defense again recovering well for the Cougars. Prasad all balanced up or no. Eckhart the rebound. And back to Prasad, and another crack here for Green Level. Something they could not do regularly in that first quarter, Jay, was get to the offensive glass.
And that, I'm sure, was a focus area for Ben Wolf at the halftime break, was trying to crash the glass and just get those second chance opportunities.
Spin by Baker. Oh, what a move, and the finish by Ryan Baker. First points of the game, memorable on that hard pivot in the mid-post.
Well, great take by Baker. And you see the talent, the athleticism, and then the nice move going up and under there with the finish.
3-point spread now for the Gators. Defensive rebound run down by Barber, and here comes Green Level looking to extend. Barber finds the trailer, can't leave Prasad open. 21 points now for Prasad of the Gators, 32. U.S. Navy 3-pointer. America's Navy forged by the sea. 32-26 Gators. Again, they trailed by 12 early in the second quarter. Runner from the rim and right over the back, and the foul goes on Apex. Isabella Peace. That's her second. Or do they call a tie? No, take it back. No foul. Jump ball called. Might have gotten away with one.
For the Cougars here, we've got to see some more spacing. Try to get somebody out on the run so they can go downhill and try to get good looks going towards the hoop.
Line drive shot missed by Jerkins. And the Gators just look like a completely different team in terms of just their confidence, their rhythm since the end of that first quarter. And free throws forthcoming here for Ryan Baker.
Baker, aggressive move. That quick first step to get around the defender and gain the leverage. Nice look here, going in, getting the contact. I like that aggressive take.
Foul on Richardson, her first. Back at the NC 529 free throw line. Never too late or too early to start saving for education. And one more coming for Garrod. Probably for Baker at the line. 1 of 2. 33-26. First 6 points in the third quarter belong to the Gators. Richardson from the foul line. Off glass, off the mark. Offensive rebound, Mangum. Scoops it back out front to Richardson. A little bit loose with the dribble out front and an easy takeaway to 2-on-0. And Prasad finds their Barber for the left-handed layup, and we'll get another timeout by Jeffrey Cropper's Cougars.
Another steal from Eckhart there to start the fast break, and the Gators out on the run.
This has been a 21-point swing since early in the second quarters. Now the Gators in command by 9. .450 left in this third quarter. A reminder to stay tuned for the U.S. Army Player of the Game. We will have that a little bit later on tonight. Presented by the U.S. Army. Be all you can be. Thank the U.S. Army for their partnership of high school hoops. Patrick Kane, Jay Sohnhalter with you. And Green Level again trailed 19-7 early in the second quarter. 26-9 runs since. That's where we are. Green Level defending here on the baseline. It's Jerkins, passes it away, and the short jumper missed by Isabella Peace. Digging for the rebound on the deck, and 2 bodies go down. Tie-up called. It will belong to Green Level.
Green Level getting the tie-up, and just seems like all those loose balls that were going the Cougars' way in the first quarter, Patrick, it's really turned the tide the second, and now here to start off the third quarter, getting those hustle plays in their favor.
Watching Jeffrey Cropper in that last timeout for Apex, he was making a lot of eye contact with his players, just trying to, again, figure things out and what they can do, because it really begins on the defensive end for Apex. On how they can slow down Prasad and the rest of the Gator offense. Runner across the lane, missed by Richardson. And the Gators with the rebound. Here's Barber. Up top, Eckhart dribbles through traffic. Good pass out to Baker. A little short with the three. Offensive rebound for Barber.
Crashing the boards. Barber just sneaking in to get that board inside of the defender there and resetting this possession.
Long three by Barber. Front rim. Richardson the board. Apex again still has not scored in this second half. 4.5 minute drought. Way to the mid post piece. Tough pass opposite baseline. That won't go either for Eskridge.
That's what you want there. Play inside out.
Well, how about that takeaway by Mangum? Numbers not there. Dribble poked free, and Prasad out of there with it. An out-on man break for Green Level. Prasad stepping through and drew the contact. Foul will go on Apex despite a little hobble on the ankle, I believe, of Richardson, who will be charged with the foul. She landed a bit awkwardly on that left ankle.
Another turnover, and Prasad, quickness and just that ability to drive, going full speed, gets the contact to get to the line.
There's the shoelace of Richardson. Prasad to the foul line for the Gators. NC 529 free throw line. Never too late or too early to start saving for education. And I don't think we've seen Destiny Richardson off the floor yet in this game. She may be coming off here in a moment. First free throw booked by Prasad. And yeah, she will hobble a bit off to that sideline for Apex. Maybe have that ankle looked at. As Rosaline Gugliani, number 21, comes in for Apex for the first time tonight. And yeah, Richardson's at the other end of the bench. They're going to take her out into the concourse here, the hallway, to test out that ankle and see if she's okay. And there's the JV coach for Green Level getting a little extra time on the floor, cleaning up a little perspiration. She does it all. Got a win earlier tonight over Jeffrey Cropper's JV team for Apex. Jeffrey Cropper moonlights as both the JV and the varsity women's head coach here at Apex. He's looking for the split here in the doubleheader tonight for him. Same officiating crew from that JV game as well. 37-26. 10-0 spurt to begin this third quarter for the Gators. And how badly does Apex need a bucket here? That was the area where the perspiration was just wiped up, right? And the Apex player, Peach, just kind of collapsed, slipped, and fell down. And the Green Level JV coach who just cleaned it up is being ribbed by her players in the sideline saying, hey, you missed a spot.
Well,
11-point lead, and now the Gators firmly in command and running their offensive sets to perfection. There's the kick out, the grab and go in the lane, the extra pass to sideline. Hernandez reverses back at that same side. Was that perfect? And Talia Austin cans the three. 40-26. It's a 13-point run to begin this third quarter for the Gators.
Now they've turned it on, and Austin, talented three-point shooter. Nice job setting her feet. Smooth stroke from the outside.
See much energy on that pass. Another breakaway opportunity. Another bucket by the Gators. This time it's Hernandez and draws the foul. And this is a nightmare third quarter for the Cougars. They have given up the first 15 points of the third.
Well, Jackie here, Jackie Hernandez, finishing through the contact, the focus. And she is such a talented player. Nice job there getting another fast break opportunity.
So Hernandez, first points of the game. Back at the NC 529 free throw line. Three-point play for Hernandez. This was a 27-26 Green Level lead at halftime. The Gators have outscored Apex 16-love and soon to be 18. The takeaway by Baker. And the waterfall avalanche of points for the Gators will not stop.
Ryan Baker really taking over here in the third quarter. Nice job on the defensive end, turning that steal into instant offense.
Runner is short, rebound Green Level. nothing that Jeffrey Cropper and the Cougars can do right now. The defense is a sieve, and Prasad, the unabated layup. And it's a 20-0 run to begin this third quarter for Green Level.
Yeah, Green Level, throughout this season, they've had such strong offensive outings. That first quarter, they did have the adversity, and now you see them just get into a flow and their confidence come back.
And a travel on Apex. Reminder, folks, tonight's High School Hoops is presented by Air Experts Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Schedule your $59 tune-up at yourairexperts.com. He's talking with Jeffrey Cropper before the game about his wife, who's a nurse practitioner. Gianella at UNC Healthcare said she's probably going to be watching the game while she's working tonight. Hopefully not watching this third quarter. It's been tough to watch if you're a Cougar fan. 20 straight points by the Gators, but Jeffrey Cropper's keeping the troops' chins up on the sideline for Apex. Inside a minute for the third. Fake three by Baker. She's had a nice third quarter. Austin to the inside. And the rebound to Richardson, who is back on the floor with that ankle now back to 100%. Seconds left in the third. Just looking for a little silver lining in this third quarter for Apex. Flashing his piece, kicks out, that one a little short. Defensive rebound by the Gators with 7 seconds left in the third. Austin knocks down a three, and that'll draw us to the end of this third quarter. And an absolute Picasso third for Green Level. They pitch a 23-0 shutout in the third quarter. And with 8 minutes to go, it is all Gators. 50-26, Green Level. A whitewashing third quarter for Green Level. They outscore Apex 23-0 and open up a 1-point game to a 24-point lead as we get ready for the fourth quarter. A reminder, at the end of the game tonight, we will have our U.S. Army Player of the Game presentation. The United States Army, be all you can be. There is Dina Prasad, 25 points in the game. She almost single-handedly has outscored Apex so far in this game. So the fourth quarter underway. Apex in the home white uniforms. Richardson driving in, drew the contacts. Prasad arms up. Thought she had position. Instead, Prasad picks up her third foul. And that's going to send Richardson to the free throw line for Apex.
Well, she's at her best when she's driving, going downhill, and putting pressure on the defense. A nice job out of the timeout break. Jeffrey Cropper designing a play to get Richardson aggressive mode and gets the contact to get to the line.
And frankly, that's where we saw Apex effective in that opening quarter, especially the first 4 or 5 possessions. They got Richardson on the perimeter with the live dribble, turned the corner, got to the rim. The defense for the Gators has really taken that play away ever since. One more coming from the NC 529 free throw line, and a couple of misses for Richardson. The Cougars still have not scored in this second half. Here's Prasad, just gliding forward. Very high basketball IQ. Three-pointer is missed by Green Level. Mangum kicks to the wing. Jerkins. And right now that basketball rim as the Gators are on the breakout again. Layup by Hernandez. For Apex, that basketball rim probably feels about a thimble size wide.
A tough stretch right now, and they just have to find a way out to get positive possession. Can't look at the scoreboard, just get positive things going and try to get good shots.
Coming to that defensive rebound is Prasad, 52-26 in favor of Green Level. I mean, defense didn't do anything to stop Prasad at all. Just kind of stood by the side, let her blow by, and a 27-point night for Prasad.
Well, it's just amazing the way the Gators, Patrick, that first quarter compared to the rest of this game, they have turned it on. They have really done it on the defensive end, and their shots on offense have all fallen.
This is Peace, tough shot there, and no good. Well defended by Prasad. And now Barber up the floor for the Gators. Faking, spins baseline, throws it past the rim. And here comes Apex. Trying to kill off a 27-point run for Green Level. Mangum turns right into a double team and lost it. Poked away, and here come the Gators. Relentless right now. Very nice finish. Really with the offhand by Claire Barber. And a full timeout taken by Jeffrey Cropper. So the third quarter saw Green Level score all 23 of the game's points. They're not done yet. They've scored the first 6 of the fourth. 56-26 Gators. Now this is where head coaches earn their money. There's Jeffrey Cropper, head coach for Apex. They led this game by 12 points early in the second quarter. They've not scored a point in the second half. They've given up the last 29 points. But he had the full attention of his team during that long timeout because all you can control right now is your efforts. And that's what he wants to see from his team, irrespective of the scoreboard, which is very lopsided at the moment.
He just wants them to close out this ball game strong, and they're listening, they're ready to go, and they played hard throughout the ball game. They're just in a tough stretch. They got to break out of it here.
Palmer ready. Gives the basketball up. Prasad with her 27 points in the game. Stays low, goes to the opposite block, and now passes it away. Chloe Barber. Past the baseline and knocked down the jumper. Tanvi Balmaretti. That's her first points of the game.
Only a sophomore. Nice shot from the outside by Balmaretti.
And another turnover by Apex. Eckhart across the lane. The pass to a wide open Barber. 34 straight points for the Gators. I've seen a lot of basketball, Jay. I have never said there's a 34-point run in progress in any game.
Well, Ben Wolf has to be very pleased with his team's performance and just the unselfish nature. As Eckhart goes to Prasad, and then she goes out to Barber, making the extra pass, and then Wolf calls the timeout to put in some other reserves here into the ball game.
Yeah, there's a lot of empathy going around right now with this absolute stand and 8 count taken by Apex over the last 11 minutes of game time. Turnover again. Gators will pick it up in the live ball, and the dribble kicked out of bounds by the trailing defender will stay with Green Level. Prasad remains on the floor for Green Level. You wonder how much longer she'll be out there. Number 4 in green with 27 points.
That was Baker, another steal. She went over to the sideline. A lot of high fives for her after her performance.
There is Prasad, leaves it short, chases down her own rebound, but lost the handle. Here comes Giuliani, number 21 for Apex. And the bench, I tell you what, the bench for Apex is engaged with a lot of these reserves on the floor, trying to see some productivity, and that's an offensive foul on Prasad. And the entire Apex bench stands up and applauds. I mean, they love to see the effort. Scoreboard notwithstanding, you had a lot of players who are scout team players, don't get on the court very much, especially in conference games, and fundamentally doing the right thing. There's Leah Peace, the freshman, taking the charge.
Jeffrey Cropper excited about her future, and they're getting back, showing the hustle, taking the charge, and him and his team very engaged, still playing with intensity in the fourth quarter.
And now we will see Prasad after she was called for that offensive foul. That's her fourth, very likely done for the game. Ben Wolf is kind of following her down toward the end of the bench. Meanwhile, Apex trying to get the lid off the basket in this second half. Mangum turns and misfires a little bit long. Apex has gone now 12 minutes without scoring in this second half, and a foul goes against Janai Mangum. 61-26, the Green Level lead.
Apex on number 33, Janai Mangum. First team foul, game ball.
Meanwhile, Jeffrey Cropper still coaching hard on that Apex sideline. And he's not giving up. He's not going to give up on his players.
Well, This is where you've got to finish out the ball game strong. No matter what the score is, just take it possession by possession and try to finish with intensity. And some of the younger players out on the floor, these are important minutes for their growth and development.
Abigail Blanton, number 1 with the basketball for the Gators. Coming up on 3.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. The take by Blanton, the runner no. Rebound to Apex, and look at the chase now by Blanton, but deflects it right to Mangum. And Apex into the half court. Mangum, nice crossover. Down the lane, banks it in and draws the foul. It took 12 minutes and 42 seconds. And Apex with its first points of the second half.
Now, crossover for Mangum here, and good job creating. And then the and one. Nice touch for the finish. Good for the Cougars here to break out.
And the three-point play by Mangum ends a 34-0 second half run by the Gators. Chloe Rich, number 11, is out there. A lot of second and third stringers out there for Green Level, but a beautiful move by Gila Belinson. 5'8" sophomore for her first points. 63-29 Gators. They will move to 6-2 in conference play. Rebound by Blanton. The top 2 teams above Green Level right now in the SWAC, Panther Creek and Middle Creek. And Panther Creek is up next for Green Level next week. Out of bounds, Apex basketball. Panther Creek right now the only unbeaten team in the SWAC, 7-0. Middle Creek is 6-1. And Green Level has already played both of those teams once and lost to each of them. Lost to Panther Creek by 18, lost to Middle Creek last week by 5. They played inside. Jakai Mangum draws the foul, and she will shoot a couple of free throws.
And now the Cougars finding success going down to the paint area. Nice job from Mangum setting up on the block. Drop step to gain the angle to get to the free throw line.
So Jakai Mangum at the foul line. Brought to you by NC 529, and both Mangum sisters are in the scorebook here in this fourth quarter. And 1 of 2 from the NC 529 free throw line. Rebound unclaimed. It goes out of bounds and will stay here with Apex. Baseline jumper missed. Pinball rebound grabbed by Peace. And now Mangum plays it into her sister. Jakai with a defender falling down, drops it in off glass. Now this is what you wanted to see for the Cougars. Last couple of minutes, the effort there, executing and running their stuff.
I think the goal here is just to finish strong. I mean, come out here and last couple minutes, play as hard as you can. Let's try to get a couple buckets and end this game the right way.
A nice little poke away, and Bellinson with the runaway. 65-32 Green Level.
Same thing with Green Level. Some of the younger players out on the floor, an opportunity for them to gain experience and for themselves, important minutes to finish off strong as well.
Here's Mangum again, same move, a little strong on the layup attempt. And the rebound ripped out there by Gwen Bowles. The entire Green Level bench, they want to see Chloe Rich take a shot, number 11. Hard spin on the inside, nice left-handed shot by Bellinson again. 6 points in her brief couple of minutes on the floor. A lot of smiles on the Gator bench for her. Minute left.
Bellinson only a sophomore. Again, an important time for these players, these younger players, and really bodes well for their future, these minutes.
Oh, nice finish there by Mangum. He's backing down, Bowles spinning. 40 seconds to play. We'll see if Rich gets an opportunity here for the Gators. He's number 11 on the other side of the floor. Blanton out of the way in Rich's general direction. Now back to Blanton with 25 seconds left. Baseline drive, Bellinson a little bit strong. Out of bounds, Apex way. 21 seconds left. And Ben Wolf on the Gator sideline saying, hey, that's it. Let him score. No fouls. 67-34, the lead for Green Level. Gators are going to move to 6-2 in the SWAC. And Apex will remain winless. They will take on Apex Friendship coming up next. And Apex Friendship has just one win in the conference so far this year. Final couple of seconds, Mangum. That will count for Janiyah Mangum. And the horn sounds. And Green Level with a second half statement. They score the first 34 points of the half and open up a 1-point lead to an eventual 31-point road win. 67-36 the final. And when we come back, the trophy presentation, Jay will be down there with the U.S. Army rep and the player of the game ball presentation as well. Stay tuned for that. Your final, Green Level 67, Apex 36. There's your final 67-36 Green Level over Apex. Jay Sohnhalter is down on the court with some special hardware handed out to the Green Level Gators. Jay?
All right, back on the court here presenting a couple trophies and game balls. And first to present the U.S. Army Be All You Can Be game ball here tonight is Dina Prasad with an excellent game for Green Level. And we have Staff Sergeant Shmuha and Staff Sergeant Arwood here to present the ball to Dina. Congratulations, Dina. And now the High School Hoops Trophy presented to Green Level on an awesome performance, Coach, from your team. And what a first quarter, team kind of behind, and then you found a way to really turn it on in the second quarter.
Yes, mostly it was our defense. We started to be more disciplined defensively and finishing defensive possessions.
And your team played so hard and really turned up the pressure on the defensive end. And then the offense started to flow. What really clicked there as everybody really started to turn it on?
When we get stops, our offense starts flowing. We start making more shots, so that's just how we go.
It looks like your team has so much fun playing. What's the potential for this team?
We're just going game by game. Try to get better every game. That's how it is right now.
And what's the best part for you for coaching this team?
Just watching how hard they work and how hard they play for each other. It's great to coach. Us coaches just love coaching this group.
Well, Coach, you're going to love continuing to coach this team throughout the season. But here's a trophy that I hope you and your team love here tonight. Here's the High School Hoops Trophy.
And the celebration begins for Green Level. 13-5 now overall, 6-2 inside the SWAC, and they take on the first place and unbeaten Panther Creek Catamounts coming up next week. All of us would like to take a minute to thank the wonderful folks at West Shore Home who make all these games possible for you viewers. We would also like to thank our other great sponsors for their contributions to high school hoops on WRDC Sports. They are Air Experts Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, NC 529, the U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, and Tatum and Atkinson. And we'd especially like to thank tonight's participating high schools and all of their administrators for their continued support, Green Level, and right here at Apex High School. Stick around and join us 1 week from tonight, February the 2nd, when we switch back to men's basketball. The Garner Trojans and the Clayton Comets next Friday. So for Jay Sohnhalter and our entire crew, Patrick Keenis from Apex High School, thank you for tuning in. And the Green Level Gators get it done, a 34-point second half run, putting away Apex. Good night from Apex High School.